Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is. It's always a great time for Dr. Pepper. I'm the Dr. Pepper teacher, Zach Bowman, and this is another episode of the Pepper Pack Podcast special Pondering Pepper. I'm watching the Algeria Switzerland game right now. Switzerland's up 2-0 in the 65th minute. I've had a lot of opportunities. Algeria's had some opportunities, but don't know. I think this one might be gone for them. But that is neither here nor there because it's over there, not here. But it is time for another question. Before we do, we have to do this right. I gotta finish off my tumbler full of Diet Dr. Pepper from Just a Sip. Shout out to them. They're amazing Dr. Pepper in different sodas they have. I am doing a special giveaway. So if you're friends with me or follow me on Facebook, check out my page or the Pepperpack Podcast. We'll share it there. I was able to get a brand new tumbler from Just Sip. It's a purple one with flowers. It's like their spring theme. So I'm giving that away. All you have to do is like, comment, share the post, be following Just a Sip, Papa's Pepper, or Papa's Ice Cream and Treats, and the podcast. All those things get you entries. And then if you would comment your score guess of the U.S. men's national team game against Belgium on Monday, what you think the score will be, you get one entry. If you're right, I'll give you, I think I said 5 or 10 entries. And then also, guess who the winner is, gets you another entry. And then I'm going to give away Tumblr, so it'll be fun. But unfortunately, that is a little watered down, so I'm going to have to crack open this can. We do this on the count of 23. Ready? 1, 2, 23. Yeah, I've had a lot of condensation, or I couldn't even grip. My wife always asks me, how do you do this every night? Just go to bed. You don't need to do it every night. And you're drinking Dr. Pepper right before you go. How do you? I don't know how you do it, and I don't know either. I just do it. I don't really think about how I do things. I do them and make it work. But let's jump into tonight's question for July 2nd, 2026. Question 184. Oh man, this is one of those questions that's easy to answer, but I'm gonna have to be real with y'all. I have a lot of things that I can say for this one. And I'm going to have to be careful how I say things. I don't want to go down rabbit trails that I don't need to go down and myself in trouble. Mm. So, the question, as you can see if you're watching, is what makes you angry and why? Well, starting off on my Dr. Pepper version of this answer, the red and blue soda, any soda that's not Dr. Pepper makes me angry. Something like I've done this long enough where I don't even say their names, that when I hear those names, those sodas, it makes me angry. When I hear people talking bad about Dr. Pepper, it makes me angry. Because as an ambassador for 9 years, when people talk bad about Dr. Pepper, I take it personally because I'm like, I represent, or I got to represent them. So that makes me angry. The price of Dr. Pepper right now makes me angry. I miss when you used to be able to get 4 12 packs for $10. Now it's one 12 pack is $11. It's ridiculous. So that makes me angry. And why? Because it's ripping off people. Stupid sugar taxes they installed a couple years back. We won't get into that political stuff, but yeah, it's dumb. Maybe we need to do like a Boston Tea Party thing with Dr. Pepper, but I don't want to pour Dr. Pepper in the Boston Harbor. I'd rather do it in like Waco area, but I also don't want to waste Dr. Pepper. So let's pour out the red soda and the blue soda and save the Dr. Pepper and drink it. Oh, that'd be a fun idea. Maybe a new commercial to fight the sugar tax. Um, Yeah, personal real life things that make me angry. Mm, being interrupted or ignored makes me angry. Mm, I had to do my best to calmly correct my daughter the other day because I got home and I was having some car trouble and stuff, and I was attempting to tell my wife what was happening and what was going on, and I just had to get these thoughts out. And literally in about a gap of 2 minutes, every time I went to say something, my daughter would interrupt the conversation and talk over me or yell at me or do something. And I was like, "Will you please let me say what I have to say?" So yeah, getting interrupted and talk makes me angry sometimes. One thing that really makes me angry is being underestimated. I mean, go for it. It just motivates me as well. But I hate when people think I can't do something or tell me I can't do something. That's part of the reason why I hate the T word. When someone doesn't think I can do it, and they say fine T word, and I'm like, oh man, you done not only poked the bear, you shocked him with a cattle prod and kicked him in the knee. It's on. Um, Other things that make me angry. Slow drivers, people that turn their blinker on a mile and a half before they have to turn. Mm, People that argue with me about soccer, say it's not a real sport, and then they attempt to play it, can't do anything. That just makes me laugh. That second part. Um, Something that frustrates me, I guess you'd say makes me angry, is when someone asks me to do something, I do it, and then they're like, "Oh well, we didn't want you to do it that way," or "Oh, that's not." Are they sit there and they step by step do this. No, don't do that. Do this. I'm like, I've done this a million times. I know what I'm doing. Just so I guess that what am I looking at? Micromanaging, and I know I could do it to people too. So I gotta be give some grace here because I micromanage a lot because I like things done a certain way. But there's some things where I'm like, I just don't care. Get it done. So yeah, being micromanaged constantly can make me angry. Mm, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot more things I can say, but I'll cut it off there. And then on the spiritual faith based side of the things that make me angry, um, this is where I have to be careful. Hmm. Oh, there's a number of things that make me angry, and I understand why things are done, and I just don't like it. One of the things that make me angry is just how easily how easy it is for Christians to fight and argue with each other, and why so many people in the world don't want to be associated with Christians because all we seem to do sometimes is argue with each other. And they're like, well, why would I want what you have when what you have is no better than what I have? Um, Things that make me angry is as a teacher, when I tell my students one way to really kind of make me angry, I was like, I don't get mad. You will see me visibly angry. Is we have chapel every week, and during chapel, I really enjoy the worship and the praise and worship. And when I have kids just goofing off and talking, ooh, it makes me angry. I've had parents talk to me because I have no problem climbing over students, walking to the aisle, and going to students in a different class or a different grade that are goofing off and not paying attention, and moving them and sitting right next to them to get them to pay attention and be respectful. Um, I don't play games with that. It, and what parents have told me afterwards is they tell me thank you. And actually, that yeah, like we saw your face and we knew you were on a mission. I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't get mad often, but that's one thing that pushes my buttons. And I say I don't get mad often. I get frustrated a lot. When I was younger, I had a terrible temper. I'm talking. I would take tennis rackets and aluminum bats and just go hit them repetitively against a basketball pole. Um, I remember times my older sister would do or say something, and I would just snap, and my family all knew it. My older brother, who's got 9.5 years on me, would jump on my back while I was on the ground and like attempt to hold me down. I would throw him off me as like a 6, 7, 8 year old kid, and I'm just tossing him off. And yeah, there's other just crazy things I could tell you, but don't need to incriminate myself anymore. But yeah, I don't tend to get angry very much anymore. I think I've learned to control my temper, but things like I said, when it comes to my faith, like people mocking, people who are worshiping, people who are mocking, are goofing off when it's a time for respect. That kind of thing really bothers me and makes me angry. But one thing that I can always count to not make me angry is a nice cold can of Dr. Pepper or a bottle from Justice Inn. So there's my story. What about you? What makes you angry? Let me know. Send me a message or put it in the comments. Let's chat. But otherwise, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Um, as always, stay safe, stay caffeinated, be blessed, be a pepper. Until we meet again, go USA. See y'all next time.